beautiful, such a beautiful bowl. And I was making the most delicious, what I tell you, rosemary olive oil bread. I was so excited. And I made a babka yesterday. Oh, I've been loving this KitchenAid.
But sometimes it breaks because if you put it on a cold stone, and put something hot, that just explode.
Correct.
So
all right.
serve someone like straight from the stove, which is Aaron. On my side, I always put towel because my counter is very cold. So I always put a towel and then I serve him on top of it.
Real interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Welcome to week 20. Welcome to 2021 of Homemade with TGP. We are going to have this month. It turns out it's actually not just is it TGP Soup Month. It is actually National Soup Month, which I did not know when we planned this. Oh. So, seems we're part of the times. So if everybody can mute themselves and then just, unmute yourself when you have a question or write in the chat box, that would be great. And then that's really it. It's up to you, Lana. You're up.
Okay. Welcome, everybody, to my kitchen. Today, I'm introducing you to my soup, which is called Solyanka. This soup is made by peasants back in Russia in 17th century. They're the one that started doing this. Why? Russians like to drink. Homemade vodka. I don't know how to make it, but when you drink, you have a hangover. I don't know because I don't drink, but that's what they say. When you have a hangover, bad one, this is what you eat. Also, they drink pickle juice after the hangover. So that's all the ingredients that needs to be done for the soup, major ingredients. So let's start. We have a pot with water, big pot, about 12 cups of water. Then I have a breast of chicken. You can do it with either chicken or beef, whatever you prefer, the meats. I take chicken. So you can either put the whole one in to boil, or you can cut it in cubes, like, cubes like the sizes. So let's do this. Let's just put the whole thing in and put it on high to boil. With this, you add 1 or 2 bay leaves. Bay leaf. You put black pepper. Maybe 5 or 6 pieces. Oops. Roll. Sometimes you get them when you eat, but it's okay. You take them out. So you wait for that to boil. Meantime, you need 1 carrot. If you have a big carrot, you can cut in half, dice it into little cubes. Potato, maybe if you have 2 small ones would be okay, or 1 big, also little cubes. You cut varieties of meats, salamis, sausages, hot dogs, whatever you have in the house, doesn't matter. Just a big variety of anything. I bought cabanos.
What is that?
Cabanosa. It's like
Like a sausage?
like a sausages. Yeah.
It's beef or pork?
You can no pork. This is all kosher.
Oh, I tried. Oh,
But back in
Right.
Russia, they used peasant stuff, which is pork stuff, sausages, salamis, non-kosher. I do it kosher. So this is all kosher. Hot dogs. I got Polish sausage. This is beef also. So I had 2 of that. I had like different types of kielbasas. So I had like this. Half of that I used. Salami, whatever you feel like it, just to have a variety of different types. I even have spicy salami slices, which is like spicy. And just cut them up into a bowl.
So how much in total is all that?
It depends on how big the pot is. Don't overdo it. You can always add up more. If you put more, it's going to be too heavy, but you can always put, like I made more, but I divided because I thought it's too much. See, I cut more, but I'm going to put on the side and see if I have enough. If not, then I'll add up. So
Lana, my family doesn't eat like hot dogs or any of that. So that was another one of my problems. What else could you suggest besides like hot dogs and the sausage? It has to be that. It's like that flavor.
chicken, yes, it has to be smoky flavor. Whatever you feel like, you can do beef, like a beef, and
Right.
instead of chicken, boil the beef. So, but you still need hot dogs. You can use turkey hot dogs or any other that you do eat.
I'll have to figure. I'll have to definitely figure this out.
Lana, can she use those things just for the cooking part and not actually eat those? Is that a possibility?
It's gonna be impossible because it's a big thing and it's gonna be floating everywhere in the soup. So you can't really. This is the whole point.
Right.
Of the soup. It's meat.
Maybe try smoked paprika for the flavor and just use chicken and beef.
Oh,
no, but it has to have the meat in it. This is the whole point, to have variety of meat.
Lana, I can't use, I know this sounds weird, but I can't use like corned beef and pastrami. That's not the right taste.
Yes, you can do that.
Yeah?
Any type of meat. Yes.
Oh, all right, I can pull that off.
Yeah.
Okay.
But make sure that you have like different variety of it, not just one thing, just variety, at least 4 different things.
At least 4? Okay.
At least. So when you have the spoon, it has a variety in it.
My family's going to faint with all those different
So while it's boiling, it's still boiling. When it's done, I have to take the meat out and cut it. But I just want to take the top off. you know, when you boil the meat, it gets that thing on top. So I have to use this to take it off. It's still there. Okay, meantime, we are going to smoke the sausages, the kielbasa in on the pan. So you put on the high. You put decent amount of oil. Let it make the heat. Okay, so as I said, this is the main ingredients when you have a hangover. My family doesn't drink at all, but because it's so good, Gary loves it. He'll enjoy eating it. And also at the end of when it's all done, peasants use sour cream, but we don't mix sour cream and meat. So you can use mayonnaise. It might get the same type of flavor.
Lana, you keep saying that it's a peasant soup, but with all that meat, is that considered cheap meat? Is that what it was? Because
So back there, pork is what they had. All peasants have pork and chicken. That's what they use. So you cook that until it gets the smoky flavor. Okay, so this is the chicken. Okay. While it's cooking, you might as well cut some tomato also.
Lana, right now the only thing in the pot is the chicken, the water, and the peppercorn, the pepper. That's it.
Bay leaf, bay
Oh,
leaf,
bay leaf. Right, bay leaf.
pepper and water. Yeah.
That's it.
No
Okay.
salt at all.
No
This
salt.
doesn't need salt at all because we're gonna use pickles and the pickle juice.
And that's
needs
salty.
salt.
Right.
So the meat is still boiling and it gives this see, like this, we take off. We have to get rid of that. Now I can start smelling the sausage. I start smelling the sausage. The hot dog is all kind of already on its way.
Lana, can you show us that pan again? What's in that pan again?
The meats, all variety of meats that you cook. Then I have again. Okay, so the chicken is kind of done. I'm gonna take it out. Let me- Chicken is done. I'm taking it out. Leave it for 5 minutes to cool off. So I could cut it. And I'm gonna turn the heat off a little. So I'm gonna put it to low. I have this all out from the pan. I'm gonna add potato and carrots in the pot. So that all goes in the pot. The carrots and the potato. You also add the sausage also you just add that to the pot. While that's cooking, we're gonna cut. Well, the chicken is still hot a little bit, but I have onions. I used half an onion because it's a big one, and I shred the other half of carrot. I just shred it. I also add pepper, third of a pepper, not the whole thing, just to make the color. And I'm gonna use the same pan and just put it on the pan. add a little bit of olive oil or oil, canola, whatever you prefer.
Lana, that's the onion, the carrot, and a little pepper, you said, right?
Yes, like a pepper, yellow pepper, or you can use orange pepper just to get the color
Okay.
when you make the soup. It's gonna get the color.
Lana, when you put the meat into the pot from the frying pan, you put all the oil in there also, right?
No, well, whatever you had cooking prior, whatever you cooked with the sausages.
Yeah, but so it was a lot of oil, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay, so that went into the cooking pot.
yes.
Okay.
So now I think the chicken is kind of cooled off. Okay, so I'm gonna cut chicken. Into cubes. Still a little hot. So you cut the chicken about this size. And don't forget to saute and mix the onion so it doesn't burn. And I'm gonna keep on cutting the chicken. So you have a decent amount of meat in that soup. Okay, and once you cut that, everything goes back into the pot. And it's gonna be cooking. So as I said, you cut the tomatoes. Into little cubes. And goes into the pot. And when you put the water in the pot, always put a little bit more than half, a little bit, so you don't have like all the way up, because when you add all the ingredients, it's gonna go up and up and up. And because I always use a lot, sometimes it goes over. But yeah.
It looks like it's a very colorful soup too.
Yes, it gets that yellow reddish color. Right. See, that's why you need onion and the carrots to get this yellow orange color. And everything goes into the soup. So when it's on the stove right now for about 15 minutes, when it cooks in a pot for about 15 minutes, it starts boiling a little. Then you add the pickles. And depending on how salty your soup you want to be, usually I put the whole can for the pot size. And I cut them into cubes.
So those pickles came from a can?
Yes, they're canned.
Is there a difference in taste between canned pickles versus jarred, whether half sour or sour?
I prefer those because they're in the like brine, because they're different types, but I like those.
That's like Israeli style pickles.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's a different taste than the sour pickles or the deli
Right.
pickles and that
Right.
stuff. They're all in cans.
Yes.
Are they dill pickles? Is that what they are?
No.
No, they're
So what are they? What's the taste?
sour.
Sour?
It's a different taste. It's a totally different taste.
I did buy a can. Let me see what I bought. Hold on.
Do they only have one variety in the can? Do they have half sour in a can and sour in a can and dill in a can?
Well, this is just one variety in this specific can. This is just that. It doesn't have a variety in it. But maybe the next program, I will teach you how to pickle. And you can use your own pickle.
I just want to show you guys, when looking for the pickles, I found my ketchup. So yay, I have my ketchup. But this is what I bought. Would this have been right? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, is that right?
That will do. Yep.
That would have been okay?
Yes, yes, that's fine.
All right, maybe I could try it tomorrow. So yeah, found the ketchup.
How many servings would you say that is once you're all through?
It would serve for at least 15 people.
16?
15, 16 people. It depends. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
okay,
use this type of wall.
yeah.
You see, like that size. Lasts through the whole week.
Unless you're one person, then it'll last 2 months.
Exactly. Then they just do half of it, half the ingredients.
Lana, when you taught us how to make that potato salad, were these the pickles you used?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that they had a good taste.
I mean, yeah, that's what we did for the new year. Okay, so I'm just gonna use all this. One more, okay. And it's still boiling, I guess. Still cooking. Покажи. You see the color? You see the variety of it, right? Still boiling. You could add the pickles. And with that, you add not all, but just maybe half of the juice, what I was there. And let it cook. You add ketchup. I don't use spoons. I just put in whatever I feel like it. And you just try your taste. If you feel you need more or less. So you get this type color, orange type. You see that color, orangey?
Lana, it's very pretty.
Yes.
The colors are pretty. Did you put chicken consomme in there?
Not yet.
Oh,
I put it almost at the end.
okay.
You need different variety of olives. I got calamine. Okay, here. I don't know which camera to use, but there. You can do it with pit or without pit. And I got green olives. It comes in 2 types. Our store has, like, they sell by color in a can on Main Street. So this, you almost put like 5-10 minutes before you actually finish with the soup. And the soup is almost done. It just needs maybe 10 minutes and it's done. Oops. Okay, let's assume that the soup is almost done and we'll just put that in. For time saving, we'll just put half of that, half of the olives. I love olives. That's why I use a lot. And I'm gonna put half of those. To make this soup more colorful, I use lemon. A whole lemon. And sliced thinly. I'm just gonna cut the ends, but you just slice thinly. Can get rid of some of the pits in it. So the soup is basically done. We just need the time to cook more thoroughly, but it's basically done. Gonna see how it tastes. And it tastes perfect. It's not too salty, it's just good amount of salt and everything in it. You put a little bit of consommé. That much. If you want your soup to be more hot, spicy, you can also use sweet paprika. Just a touch of it. So it also gets that color. And almost at the end, you just put a lemon all in it, all the slices in it. Oh, how I do. And this is it. Now we can serve. So assuming it's done. And because you cut everything into small slices, it cooks faster. And it's even better the next day. Хорошо, майонез. So you just use garnish it? And a little bit of mayo. That much. So
Lana, have you ever tried the par of sour cream instead of mayonnaise?
sorry, can you repeat?
Have you ever tried the par of sour cream?
I think I do have.
Have you tasted it? Have you ever added it to your soup?
It is harder to dissolve, I think.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's when you put it in, it's just harder to.
It doesn't break up?
Yeah, it doesn't really. You can try.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I think that is a better color and better taste.
Uh-huh. Thanks.
And here you go.
Looks gorgeous.
With the lemon in it. And Gary's coming home soon, and this is what he's gonna eat.
It's beautiful.
Does anyone else have any more questions for Lana? Anyone?
Yeah, if you're going to store it, can you freeze it or you
I
have-
believe so. I think you can freeze anything. Yes.
yeah.
Freeze as well.
I know I'd have to freeze it, or else I'd have to make like a quarter of the recipe.
Yes. So you just cut everything into a more amount of what you want to use.
All right. Excellent. All right. I'm going to stop the Facebook live feed. Thank you so much. Next week, we are off again because it's Martin Luther King Day weekend, but we'll be back on.
What is birthday?
We'll be back on the 24th with Morgan Peaceman, who's going to be teaching us how to make a kosher French onion soup, which sounds amazing. So she figured out how to use parve stuff to make it that you could have it with dairy, with the cheese and everything, which is awesome. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks, and tomorrow you'll get an email with the recipe for tonight and with the video from tonight. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lana, for having us in your kitchen again.
Thank you, Lana.
Thank you, Lana. It looks great.
Thank
That's
you. Stay
delicious.
healthy,
Thank
everyone.
you.